Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon. My name is Judge Christy Ruppe. You're all here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause just means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you are considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the State Attorney's Office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you're arrested on a new charge or a warrant. Either way, you will given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of release that would be imposed upon you. You're entitled to have a lawyer represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire one, I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you this morning. You're also entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or your lawyer know who you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to get that phone call yet, please let me know. Make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath.
Right hand.
Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Very good. As I call your name, please come forward. Jacqueline Ware. Have your date of birth?
6/11/82.
All right, Ms. Ware, you are here today for a burglary of a dwelling and grand theft of an auto. The bond amounts are $2,000 each. And let's see. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office in both your cases. State.
Yes, Your Honor. In February of this year, she had a petty theft. She was released from prison in January of 2017 after being admitted in February of 2013. And that was on a violation of probation. It looks like for possession of controlled substance, sale of methamphetamine, introduction of contraband into a detention facility. Those are from 2009. And then 1999, there was a probation violation on a petty theft. Back in 1998, there was a child abuse. And in 99, resisting emergent. There's also charges out of Georgia from 2002, driving on a suspended license, and from 2012, giving a false name, address, or birthday to a law enforcement officer.
Okay, ma'am, I have an address here on Malone Ave in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
About a year.
Do you have a job?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm currently staying with my dad.
Okay, is that at the Malone Ave address?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, I'm going to set your bonds at $4,000 on each case. We'll see you back to court on November 6th at 8:30 in the morning, okay?
Excuse me, ma'am. Is there any way to request a bond reduction?
Well, I've appointed you a public defender. You can talk to your public defender about that, okay?
All right. I know the cop yesterday lowered it down for me from wherever it was to, I think, $2,000 apiece.
Okay.
Would you be able to keep it at that?
No, ma'am. I'm not going to do that
Okay.
based on your record, okay? Michael.
Some of that record was a juvenile record.
Okay, and you can talk to your lawyer about that. Michael Fusco. May I have your date of birth?
10/21/96.
All right, you were here today for 8 counts of aggravated stalking. I found probable cause for your arrest. You have the public defender in your other cases, right?
Yeah.
All right, you want the public defender in this case as well?
Yeah.
Appoint the public defender. You've previously been ordered not to have any contact with the victim. In this case, I'm going to continue that order of no contact. And I know you've also have a GPS order in another case. In spite of that, you're entitled to a bond on this case. I'm going to set your bond at $20,000 on each case. We'll see you back to court with your other cases on October 21st at 9 a.m., okay?
Your Honor, would the court consider RCOing him? I know
He hasn't even been able to get out on the previous bond, so I'm not going to do that right now.
Okay.
You can do a pre-trial detention motion if you'd like. Jeremiah James. Ladies from Can I have your date of birth?
7/13/98.
You were here today for 2 counts of burglary of a conveyance. Your bond amounts are $5,000 each. Found probable cause for your arrest. You want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Appoint the public defender's office. I see you have some other cases here. It's just, this looks like it's part of the same time frame of September 12th, and they're just finding new charges against you.
That was what my research had as well.
All right, so I'm going to set the bonds at $5,000 each. We'll see you back to court with your other cases on October 11th. Jace Lawrence. Can I have your date of birth?
March 6, 1993.
Okay, you were here today for a violation of an injunction. I found probable cause for your arrest, and it looks like you have private counsel.
Yes.
All right, that's for the record. All right. It looks like he's got some pending cases that he bonded out on.
Yes, Judge. The only issue that I had with reading the probable cause affidavit, and I'm not 100% sure why the officer didn't verbatimly write the messages, is because the injunction does not limit the contact between the parties to just setting up exchanges. It's actually very broad and allows them to have contact as related to the children. And I read what the probable cause wrote, but I don't know if that's an accurate verbatim transcript. It seems like he just wrote in there repeatedly, he cannot have contact with her unless it relates to the setting up of the visitation with the kids, which is inaccurate. I have the injunction with me.
Does it include
And I
to
saw
convince her to drop the charges against him?
I saw it was written, but I don't know why there wasn't a witness tampering charge.
All right, well, it's enough for probable cause, so.
Well, and that's the reason that I understand that that's a very low-end threshold that they have to meet, but Ms. Underwood told me she was going to ask for recommitment. I certainly would object to that at this time without having more specific details because the officer repeatedly misrepresented the injunction. I don't know how he did that. It says word for word what Judge Barbie wrote. Parties may have contact regarding the children. I get it.
Well, whether it's a tampering or violation of injunction, either way, there's evidence that he committed a crime while he was out on bond. So I'm comfortable with the RCO in 2019 MM2859 and 2019 CX1679. Be recommitted on both of those. We'll set a bond at $5,000 on this case. Set it up for October 31st, 2019 with this other case.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Sarah Mack. Have your date of birth?
06/02/1993.
You were here today for trafficking in methamphetamine. I found probable cause for your arrest. Your bond amount is currently $50,000. And it's actually out of Pasco County.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're going to keep the bond at $50,000. We're going to get you over to Pasco County sometime within the next 5 days. If Pasco County doesn't come to get you, the folks at the jail will bring you back in front of me and we'll figure out what the holdup is, okay?
All right, well, ma'am, I'm doing really, really good outside of jail right now with my daughter. I'm a week away from finishing my DTF case plan. She's only 2 months old, man. I get drug screened every day. Like, I'm doing really, really good. I was really, really going to try and see if you could please lower my bond just a little bit. I mean, she's only 2 months old, man. I changed my whole life around.
Okay.
Like,
Well, Sarah, let me tell you, if that's the case, I'm really proud of you, and I wouldn't stop doing what you're doing. But unfortunately, I cannot change the bond in your case. It's a Pasco County bond, and it's a Pasco County case. So I just have to reaffirm that. We hope Pasco County gets you out of Hernando County and back to Pasco County as soon as possible. When you get there, within 24 hours, you'll be in front of a judge. And at that time, you want to tell that judge what you're telling me here today, okay?
Thanks.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Brett Rosenberg?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Can I have your date of birth?
12/16/1964.
You were here today for a violation of probation. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Hitzman. Okay, so there's probable cause for your arrest. It looks like probation is recommending 30 days in the Hernando County Jail in order to resolve this case. Is that something you're interested in?
Judge,
Absolutely.
Judge, if there's
Yes, Your Honor.
Hold on.
if there is a pending federal hold
I think probation may modify their request.
Mr. Rich.
Okay.
If the jail
So
can
how much
confirm
time?
that.
How much time do you have in jail, sir?
He's get 10 days.
90 days.
Okay. Were you in jail for something else?
I was in jail for, something else.
Okay.
I got locked up June 21st, and
Okay.
they released me, the feds released me September 13th on GPS tracking.
Okay. So if you take care of this case, you'll be released to what? To
Yes.
be home and monitored by the federal government?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Judge, there
Is
is
that
a-
case still pending, the federal case?
The case is still pending.
Okay. Do you have
I turned myself in yesterday, actually,
Okay.
Your Honor.
All right. It
There-
looks like you have about 10 days on this case.
Okay.
It looks like we may be able to resolve this case for just the 10 days so that you can go and take care of your felony,
And Judge, there's
Okay, I'll
also,
do that, Your Honor.
there's also state charges pending in Alachua County.
Yes, I do. I turned
Duval
myself in on
County
that charge
charges
too, Your Honor.
have been,
Okay, so that doesn't change anything. You can still do the 10
no,
days.
I'm just,
Okay.
just let.
All right,
Yes.
so you want to take care of this violation of probation today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you understand that by admitting that you violated your probation, you're giving up right to have a hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Giving up right to confront witnesses at that hearing, call your own witnesses at that hearing, and you're giving up right to have the state attorney prove that you violated your probation. Do you want to give up those
Yes.
rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. With regard to the original charge of no valid driver's license in 2019 CT 1241, do you admit that you violated your probation?
Yes, Your Honor.
I accept your admission. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. I revoke and terminate your probation. Adjudicate you guilty. Sent you to 10 days in the Hernando County Jail. Give you credit for the 10 days that you had in. You will have the cost of prosecution assessed against you, as well as cost of incarceration for the 10 days that you spent in the Hernando County Jail. That should clear up this case and release you to all the other fish you have to fry. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Gary Cooper?
62960.
Thank you. Looks like you have a violation of probation as well. Two of those. Looks like one's a misdemeanor and one's a felony. There's probable cause for your arrest. On the misdemeanor one, it looks like were we looking for time served on this?
Yes,
Estimate
Yes.
112, but, okay, so you can take care of the misdemeanor one today. I'm not really sure if you want to do that, knowing you have the felony one pending. I'm not sure how it will affect the felony violation of probation, but I'm guessing that it'll be better for you to talk to a lawyer first and continue both of your cases. How does that sound?
I'd rather just go ahead and take care of the misdemeanor, be done with it.
Okay.
Judge, it does not look to be any allegations in the delinquency report that would affect the felony.
Okay, so it was 112 days.
It was
Is that the
actually
time that you're-
113. He has a total of 137 if you count those days.
Why do you keep interrupting me today?
I'm sorry, Judge.
So you want to take care of the misdemeanor violation of probation today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you understand that by admitting that you violated your probation, that you're giving up the right to have a hearing?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up the right to confront witnesses at the hearing, call your own witnesses at the hearing, and you're giving up the right to have the state prove that you violated your probation. Do you want to give up those
Yes.
rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
With regard to the violation of probation in 2019 CT 950, it looks like it started as a DUI. How do you admit that you violated your probation?
No contest.
Okay, I just need you to admit.
Okay, admit.
Okay, I accept your admission. I find it's freely and voluntarily given. Revoke and terminate your probation, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 113 days in the Hernando County Jail, give you credit for the 113 days that you have in. You will have the cost of prosecution assessed against you, the cost of incarceration for the days that you spent in jail. You also have all of the conditions of the DUI will be D6 against you, which means it'll be a lien against you. In order to ever get a driver's license back, you still need to complete all of those terms, okay? With regard to...
What are the terms?
it was the original terms of your DUI. Usually it's DUI school, community service, victim impact panel, substance abuse evaluation, any treatment that they recommend, 10-day impound, whatever was assessed to you as part of your probation, you will need to complete to get your driver's license back. Okay? With regard to the felony violation of probation, there's no bond on that. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Merritt. We're going to keep that no bond. We're going to see you back to court on October 29th at 9 a.m. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you in that?
Yes.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. See you back to court then. Oh, there's also the other violation. Oh, wait. That should clear out. Did I get everybody?
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Okay, very good.